Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's a new year and we are going to get ready together. I have been feeling so overwhelmed about New Year's. It's kind of unbelievable. I feel like I get this way every year where the new year rolls around and I'm tired. I'm tired and I just feel like resting, and Christmas is a lot and you've been eating a lot and maybe drinking a lot and spending a lot of time with people, and then suddenly it's like, it's New Year's, you've got to figure out your goals and get in shape and save all your money and max out your RSP, and there's just like a lot of pressure around New Year's. So in this video, I want us to take a deep breath and get ready together, because it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be everything right away on January 1st. I'm certainly not that way, but it also doesn't have to be nothing. I think there is something special and very symbolic about a new year. I am that type of person that likes setting goals and likes setting financial goals. And it's fun to set these goals and want to grow as a person and better ourselves, but we don't have to do it in such a intense and stressful way. And it can take all of January. It can take all of January and February. It could take all freaking year to get ready. It doesn't really matter. I think the more important thing is that we start. So I want to have some fun together. I want to just start kind of easing into the new year, and we're going to do this over the next couple of days. So I'm in the car right now and I'm actually on my way to go to the bank because I need to get my budget in check for the new year. That's another video that I will link up here. But because we're going to the bank, I wanted to go get myself a little treat, because the bank is really close to one of my favorite spots in Montreal called Rejuice. And after all of the crap that I had been eating over the holidays, my body is just craving like juice and smoothies and yoga and stuff like that. So let's go grab a juice and then we're gonna dive into this video. Also, actually, before we go, I just posted on Instagram today a story saying that I was feeling so overwhelmed for New Year's, and I think this is one of the most replies I've ever gotten to a story of people being like, me too, me too, me too. People who've never DM'd me before, like my DM requests, there was like 6 being like, me too, me too, me too. I've never gotten this many story requests. So I just want to let you guys know, if you are feeling overwhelmed about New Year's, you are not alone. Like, I think there's all this pressure, but then everyone's like, wait a minute. So I hope that this video doesn't put any pressure on you. It's really just meant to be like fun and inspiring, and you take what you like, you leave what you don't like. And it's really just going to be a few regular days in the life with some extra little goal setting and change and reset and cleaning and stuff sprinkled in. So come along. Hope you enjoy it. I love you guys and hope you're feeling amazing. Honestly, that's like the takeaway of my whole little spiel here. I always get the coffee crisp, which is cold brew coffee, some chocolate and cinnamon. It's delicious. We're back at the office and we're about to go get into some gentle New Year's mode. But I just wanted to show you guys, I also picked up these little samples. I've been trying so freaking hard to find the perfect protein powder for me, and I literally hate everything. But I've heard good things about New Fix. So I bought these like sample packs, 1 in chocolate and 1 in vanilla. So I'll be able to test these out maybe later today or tomorrow and see how they go. So that's exciting. So I just made a little cup of green tea and I want to talk with you guys about my New Year's goals. I'm really excited because I have a new tool that I think is going to help me supercharge my goals, extra achieve them, stay on track, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. This video is sponsored by Press Reset and their annual goal and habit tracker. Press Reset was founded by Kaylin Kerbler, and I was so excited when they reached out to work with me because I am subscribed to Kaylin on YouTube. I love her videos, so I just knew that this tracker was going to be pristine. So I want to walk you guys through this tracker, show you guys how it works, the goals that I've set, and how I really think this is going to support us in achieving our goals in 2024. And it's already been filled out, because the first time that I sat down to fill out my goals and I wanted to discover this tracker with you guys, my mic wasn't recording any sound. That was the day that we went and got a smoothie. So I took a break, we're back. The goals have been set, and let's dive in. So what you guys see on the screen right now is an example. You can see that it is divided between personal goals, health and wellness goals, financial goals, career goals, and spiritual goals. Then you list them out, and each one has a little checkbox. I can't actually edit it because this is just an example. And each goal has its own little checkbox, which I find super, super satisfying. At the bottom here, I love this. You can see the total amount of goals that you've set and the total amounts that you've achieved. Then if you scroll down, there are these little graphs showing you how far you've come and what you have left to achieve. I feel like throughout the year, this is going to be a really nice way to just check in, see how you're coming along. I feel like seeing this blue is going to be so satisfying. Here we have these annual trackers that you get to customize. The example is a subscriber count and a weight tracker. So you can track your metrics, you can track your goals, and then you can see down here, there's also a progress tracker. You have space for notes, you have quarterly check-ins where you get to check in with yourself, kind of do a little journaling. I love it. So let's go over to my annual dashboard and let's see the goals that I've set. For my personal goals, I want to read 12 nonfiction books. I'm really not the best with reading nonfiction books. I just way prefer reading fiction, but I feel like there are so many good nonfiction books out there, ways to expand our minds, learn new things. And I've decided that this year I'm actually gonna sign up for Audible because I think on my morning walks, I can kind of like habit stack and read these nonfiction books while doing my walks. So I would like to read 12, that's one per month, and that lines up perfectly with an Audible subscription, which is like one book a month. For the first time, I put down travel as a goal. I had a hard time coming up with personal goals, but for now I just put in a few travel things. I would love to go to Europe, love to go back to Florida, and I would love to go to Banff with my friend Gracie. Then of course we have Maggie's training. I put it at the bottom because I wanted to be able to check it off month by month. So diving back into Maggie's training this year. For anyone who's new, my dog has really severe separation anxiety. It's been a total roller coaster training her, and I fell off of it for the past couple months because it's been so discouraging. But it's a new year, it's time to get back on it, right? So we have 6 months here, and then after the 6 months, hopefully she'll just be trained and we won't need to continue. But if not, I can just come in and refresh this. Moving over to my health and wellness goals, I want to take a walk every single morning with Maggie, of course. I would like to do 4 barre or Pilates classes per week. 2024 is going to be the year that I figure out my digestion because I have really bad digestion. I feel like this is something that so many people struggle with and talk about. And the key to figuring it out is unfortunately an elimination diet, which I've just been putting off because it sounds torturous, honestly. But I think this is the year that I have to do it. I have a new wellness journal and method for tracking my cycles. I'm going to show you that in a minute as well. So that is an annual goal of mine, is to really be diligent and track my cycle, fill out this wellness journal. It's a type of cycle tracking where you actually take your temperature with a thermometer. So that's really cool. I would love to run a 10K. I'm going to run a 10K this year. She's going to become a running girly, and so I think I would like to do that in the spring or the summer, so I put that down here. And weekly, I would like to try new recipes, whether that's cooking or baking, just getting more comfortable in the kitchen. This is something I've been working on a lot in 2023, a little bit, like every year. I build up on my cooking and baking skills, and I've gotten much better. Still not great, but much better. And I've gotten to a place where I enjoy it a lot more. So we're going to take that to the next level in 2024. All right, then we have my financial goals. I haven't really super figured these out yet. If I'm being honest, I'm still sitting in a lot of the feeling of accomplishment from last year, and I'm kind of just like enjoying being there. But some of the goals that I know I want to do are contribute $1,000 a month to my RRSP, but make an annual total contribution of $20,000. So throwing extra money in there whenever possible on top of the monthly contribution to reach a goal of $20,000. And I would like to complete another year of cash envelopes. This will be year 2 in October. Here at the bottom, I made another numbered tracker because I would like to complete 6 no spend weeks in the year 2024. I did one in December. It was a fantastic experience. I vlogged it. It was great. Monthly seems like it might be a little bit too much, but I think 6 throughout the year or more is a really great goal. So I set the goal of 6. We'll see how it goes. I'm already planning one for January. Moving over to my career goals, this one, I could really only think of YouTube when I sat down to set these goals. So, and I'm like a little bit shy to share my career goals with you guys. I don't know. Anyways, I would love to earn $6,000 a month pre-tax. Last year, my goal was $5,000. So this year, 6. I would love to have 4 sponsored YouTube videos a month. I would love to reach 75,000 subscribers and then reach 100,000. I have set the goal for the past like 3 years to reach 100,000 subscribers, and each year it doesn't happen. I'm currently halfway there. It's not an easy thing growing your YouTube channel. To some people, it seems to just like happen overnight, and other people have to work on it for years and years. So that's why I broke down this goal that it's okay if it doesn't happen. I'm so happy with where my channel is, but of course we like to, set goals, and as a YouTuber, you dream of that silver plaque button, the silver play button plaque, I mean. But I've broken this up, and it's important, I think, to celebrate, all the milestones along the way. I would love to reach 10,000 followers on Instagram. That would be super cool. I've been putting a lot more effort over on Instagram. I've totally given up on TikTok because I just don't really like that app. But I've been having a lot of fun on Instagram. So growing my Instagram a little bit would be great. And just like last year, how I launched a product, I would love to launch another product or some kind of endeavor in 2024. So those are my career goals. And my spiritual goals, I only have 3 for now. The first is to meditate weekly. This is another goal that I put on my list every single year, and it never gets done. But this year it's gonna get done, starting this week or the first week of January. So I'm gonna meditate this week. I would love to read 3 spiritual books. I find these kinds of books, things like You Can Heal Your Life, Ask and It Is Given, The Untethered Soul. I just love those books. I find them really motivating and inspiring and honestly life-changing. So I'm gonna try listening to those on audio because once again, reading them, I find them a little heavy to go through, but I can so see myself out on my morning walk with Maggie, like listening to a book like that. It sounds fantastic. So my goal is to read 3. And the last spiritual goal that I have is to create seasonal vision boards. I think 4 times a year switching up the vision board is such a nice idea. I always get super inspired by vision boards. So those are all of my goals for now. Now, obviously this is super customizable. I don't think I said it, but it's a Google Sheet. So you can come in at any time, add any goals to this. And so much of this is automated, which I love. I feel like there are so many digital solutions that are kind of heavy and you fall off of using them because you have to keep editing them. Here, all you have to do is come in and check it off, and the graph does the work for you. It's amazing. I'm feeling so inspired by this and so excited. Now, down here in the trackers, I did keep the subscriber tracker because that's super relevant for me. However, I don't like to track my weight, and I'm not really sure of some other tracker that I want at the moment. So yeah, I'm feeling so inspired by this tracker. I'm so grateful to Press Reset for reaching out, for sending me this tracker, for sponsoring this video. I know I'm gonna get so much use out of this, and I actually haven't even showed you guys yet the monthly component, which is gonna tie in so well with our monthly resets. So let's take a look. Here we have the month of January. It is so perfect. So all of the annual goals that you set, you have the same categories here broken down for the month. I haven't done my monthly reset yet, that's why I haven't filled this out. But I think the next video you guys see from me is gonna be my monthly reset, so we will fill this out together. You have Are My Goals Smart? You have, again, a graph that will populate. And down here, you have a daily habit tracker, which is so cool. So you can put things like drinking your water, going for your walk, and really staying on top of all of your habits, all of your goals. Down here, you have weekly to-do lists, I love, and you have a monthly reflection section. This reminds me so much of what I tried to do on Notion and just always stopped using it because you always had to come in and be editing, staying on top of it. Once again, this does all the work for you, so I think it's gonna be just a lot more seamless to integrate into your life. Here's a monthly example all filled out. We can see she has all of the goals, the distribution, the habit tracker. It's amazing. So if you guys wanna grab this goals and habit tracker, you can do so at the link down below. I have a discount code for you guys to save 20%. It is Zoe20, so we can be matchers. This comes in 3 different colorways. I have the navy and tan. And there's also a matching budget tracker if you're interested. The way I see myself using this is just always keeping this tab open. I'm the kind of person who likes having a bunch of tabs open and then just every day checking in. I'm so excited to set it up for the month in my next video, in my monthly reset. You guys know me and you know I love paper and I love stationery, but I also love having these digital tools that really integrate nicely because it's so nice to have it on your computer. It's also nice to write it down on paper. So I love discovering these little tools that just make our lives easier and make goal setting super fun, a nice way to track it. I'm obsessed. So thank you once again to Press Reset for sponsoring this video. Hope you guys liked hearing about my goals. I'd love for you to let me know some of your goals in the comments down below. And now I want to keep going with this getting ready for New Year's vlog. So in my last vlog before New Year's, I told you guys I'm planning on keeping my office. I'm not going to be moving out at least. I'm just gonna keep thinking about it until my lease is up, but I've invested in my setup to make it easier to film here. You guys can see I have this mic. It's kind of ugly. It's like, I don't know, but it's gonna make the sound quality a lot better. The pipes have been going off like crazy. I'll show you. These are like the pipes in my office and they make so much noise. So with this mic, hopefully, you know, you guys won't hear them as much. Exhibit A, did you hear that? It made like a hissing sound. So we'll see if you guys heard it. And then I got 2 softbox lights to really pump up the lighting. These I'm gonna use here and at home because I still really like the cozy vibes of filming at home. But especially in the winter, like today, it's not even noon and it's so dark outside. So this is just gonna like enhance the filming. So I'm really excited for just what's to come in 2024. I have so many video ideas. I'm so excited to be another year on YouTube. This is gonna be my 3rd year being self-employed, you guys, and I'm just like, what the heck is my life? Like, this is so exciting. I feel like sometimes we set goals and we dream of things and it feels like it's so far away and it's not always easy to accomplish our goals. It's not always like natural. There's been so many goals I've set in the past that, like you guys saw, like meditating and stuff, it doesn't happen. But slowly but surely, like you can set 20 goals for the year and you only accomplish 3, and every year you just do 3, and slowly but surely you are building your dream life. It doesn't matter how fast or how slow, like these things just happen. You can build your dream career, you can take care of your finances, you can take care of your body and your health and feel good about yourself. Like it's just slow and steady. I don't know. It's just kind of what I've been realizing lately with so many areas of my life, like my finances, my career. I never had this big blow up moment. I never had this like, you know, getting smacked in the face and like being a minimalist and like super taking care of my finances. I've just done everything slowly but surely and it's starting to pay off and it feels so good. The other office update is that I got a new desk. So in the big box is the desk. I got a standing desk and then I got a new chair to go with it. I don't really like setting up furniture by myself, so I'm gonna wait for JS. And then I just wanna shake up some of the decor. Like this is all from my old apartment. This is like some dried eucalyptus. It's like brown at this point. I still like this lavender one, but I think these have to go. So this giant desk is going to go. I'm thinking I'm gonna put the couch here and put the desk over there. And my new desk is probably gonna be like half the size of this. So I am gonna miss this desk, but it's just nice to have a change, I think. So today is January 2nd. And when I started this vlog, it was like a day or 2 before New Year's. And I basically had like a little crisis of just freaking out about New Year's. I think I was running myself, like I never gave myself a break. And normally over the holidays, I really do relax. I'm normally back home in Ottawa, which I think kind of forces me to relax, being out of my home and being out of like away from my office, being away from work and being with my family. They like force me to relax. But because I was here, I kind of never disconnected. And then I started this vlog. I was filming, you know, setting my goals with you guys, and then the audio wasn't recording and I lost my mind. I was like crying. I was like, what is happening? And then I just decided to see it as a complete sign from the universe to like take a break. I was putting so much pressure on myself to like put out all these videos for New Year's and set all these goals and like be this perfect person so that by the time January 1st rolls around, I'm like ready. And then I was like, what if by the time January 1st rolls around, you just started getting ready. So that's where we are now. I took like 2 days off. I currently don't have Instagram on my phone. I like deleted the app off my phone, watched Yellowstone, just like chilled. And then today is Tuesday. This week is gonna be like slowly getting back into things, and then next week it's gonna be back to kind of like full workload. So I'm off of copywriting right now. My only focus is getting myself set up for New Year's, working on some YouTube stuff, and then I'm also working my bar teaching job on Friday and Sunday. So anyway, that's just like a little kind of life situation right now. It felt so good to take that break, and I'm really proud of myself for allowing myself to ease into it. Like today, I'm only really working a half day. I'm going this afternoon. You guys are gonna come with me. We're gonna go do a reset kind of, I think it's like yoga and breath work and goal setting. We're gonna go do that this afternoon. I got invited by Zalata Kogan. She's like an influencer and she does Reiki, and she's a health coach here in Montreal, and I went and did Reiki with her a few months ago, and she's amazing. So she invited me to this workshop tonight, and I'm so excited. Now, there are a few things, a little like New Year's housekeeping that I want to talk with you guys about. I have some things I want to show you. So when I told you about my goals just now, I mentioned this wellness journal. So I bought this, I stumbled upon it like totally by accident. I bought this off of Indigo. It's called My Wellness Journal by Melissa Christie and Stephanie Crane. Connect to your body, balance your hormones, improve your health. I was looking for a journal where I could keep track of what I was eating, because a couple months ago, I was like, I'm gonna start tracking my food because I wanted to figure out what was making me bloated, what was making me gassy, like what the foods were that were making my stomach hurt. I ordered this and it was way more comprehensive than I was expecting. Like, yes, you can track your food, you can track your water, but there's a whole section in the back for tracking any symptoms you have. So like bloating, back pain, acne, whatever it may be. You can track your habits. And there is really, really detailed cycle tracking with the temperature. So I decided to wait until January 1st to like start this journal. So I started it yesterday. I put in here my symptoms. So what I experience: stress, bloating, gas, and lip picking. It's like a side effect of my stress. There might be more that I add over time, but for now that's what I put. And then you get to fill out, there's like a little smiley face. I don't know if you guys can see, it's so small, but there's like different smiley face levels. So you get to rate how your symptom was that day. And then I put in some habits. I have drinking water, walking, workout, early rise, Maggie's training, cleaning. Oh my God, I forgot to put that on my budget tracker, not my budget tracker. I forgot to put that on my habit tracker. I feel like, okay, I set like New Year's goals, not resolutions, but if I had to make a resolution, it would be to be a cleaner and more tidy person. My office is a mess right now, bad example, but I just want to stay on top of like being clean, being tidy, because I feel like it's so good for your mental health to like be in a clean environment. And the more you clean, the less you have to clean, right? Like the more you stay on top of your cleaning, the less you have to do those tedious deep cleans. So that is like a big goal of mine. I can't believe I forgot to put it down. But yeah, so just cleaning and doing breath work / meditating. So that's what's cool about this journal, is it's divided in two. You have all of the trackers at the back, and then you have your weekly trackers. So like with your food, there's a space to like check off if you did any self-care, and a space to write down your movement for the day. So this is one whole week, and every week you have a little 2-page like lesson. And so it'll be something about tracking your cycle. That's next week. Actually, this one is 4 pages, but you just have a really, really short chapter. Like, look at this, Anatomy 101. I feel like it's so sad as women how little we know about our bodies and about the way that our cycles work. We were not taught this shit in school, so you got to learn it yourself. So this is a big little journey that I'm embarking on this year, and if you want to embark on it with me, this is the journal. Oh my gosh, she's talking a mile a minute today. You know what's another goal of mine, kind of career-wise, that I'm doing this year, is to bring back the long videos. I was really doing a lot of long videos on my channel. People were loving it, and then I started getting a lot of advice to like, if you want to grow your channel, you've got to make your videos shorter, make them shorter, make them shorter. And so I was making them shorter, and it wasn't even those videos that would like make my channel grow, but I just got so in my head about like shutting up and making my videos shorter. And then towards the end of the year, I stopped caring as much. I started making them really long, and you guys have been loving it. And it makes me so happy because I love watching long videos. If I see a YouTube video that's under 20 minutes, I don't click on it. It's too short. Like, give me 45 minutes, give me 35 minutes, like give me a nice juicy video. Sometimes a video is like 20, 25 minutes, which for me is short, and it just means I don't have that much to say on the topic. But vlogs, like, come on, give me the content. All right, the last little thing I wanted to show you guys are my journals. So this was my journal for 2023, just this nice Lutrum lined journal. I started it right at the beginning of last year, and I wrote down all of my goals, fitness goals, career goals. You guys can see I like wrote them all down here. I made some little trackers. These were for my financial goals. And then I listed out my financial goals, and I think I listed out, oh no, my personal goals were listed on the other page. So I did all of that, and then I just started like my free flow writing in here. And the journal's almost done. So I almost finished it in a year, which I guess isn't that much writing, but it's kind of like perfect. So I'm planning to do the same thing this year. This is the journal that I got. I bought this in the summer because I saw it and I was like, I have to have it. It just looks like mythical and fantastical. It looks like an old, wise journal. So it's gonna be my journal for 2024. Even though I just did everything digitally, I like having two copies. Like, I'm literally a freak like that, where I like to have digital version of my financial goals, paper version of my financial goals. So I'm planning to spend some time, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, rewriting all of those goals I just put down in that tracker, because I want to be able to have it when I'm on my computer. I want to be able to have it when I'm looking at my journal. And it's nice memories for me. I save all of my journals. One day I'll look back at them. So I just want to have it in two places. So it's time to say goodbye to this journal. I did a lot of end of year journaling. New Year's Eve, I just stayed in, took it easy, made a cake, cleaned the house. It was so good. Yesterday too, did a lot of time cleaning and journaling, just reflecting on the year end. So I'm gonna do the same, just when I feel like it, to get started with 2024. The last thing I have to do in this journal before I put it away is I made an end of the year kill list. Sounds very violent. I was listening to the Wellness Cafe podcast, and she recommended doing this, of like making a list of all of the things you've been putting off, the things you need to do, ideally before the year ends, but I didn't do any of these things before the year ends. So I really want to get this list done this week. And I look at it and I get a pit in my stomach, and it's dread. It's like doing some work that is so long overdue, inputting all of my receipts, you guys. These 2 bags are filled with receipts that I have to put into QuickBooks. I have to put all of my payments into QuickBooks. I have to do all of that shit, and I hate it. I think tomorrow is gonna be the day. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna order a poke bowl. We're gonna like make it fun. Because of my curtain bangs, when I like flip my hair, there's like a brief moment where it looks like I have a mullet. Okay, closet clean I did. We have to revamp my bedside table. Bathroom clean I did. I have to sell my old desk. I'm stressed just looking at it. But that's what's up. So I have a little bit less than an hour before I'm calling it a day. I just find it funny because I'm like working for 2 hours today, but it's still holiday break. I'm gonna take a look at this kill list and see what, oh God, I hate it. Okay, the bathroom has been cleaned. I did that yesterday. The closet has been cleaned. I did that yesterday. I'm working on editing my money reset for the year, so I think I'm gonna keep doing that, but I wanna do one more thing on this kill list just to make me feel like I'm making progress. So I have to call my doctor and make an appointment. I hate going to the doctor, so it's something that I put off, but we've got to take care of our health. So I'm gonna call them right now and make my appointment. One thing, you guys, about living in a bilingual place is that when you call, you know those automated messages that play? They play in English and in French, and it's so long, and you just have to sit there listening to it. It's like, I just heard this in French. Now I'm listening to it in English.
Du lundi au vendredi, de 8h à 11h30 et de 12h30 à 16h. Merci.
Listen
The
to this.
appointment center of LaSalle Hospital is presently closed. Please take note.
All that, and they're closed for lunch. So we'll try again later. I'm gonna edit this video, and then I'm gonna go home and eat pizza for lunch, and I will see you guys later.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And just add a tiny bit more sauce to these little fellas.
I'm so excited for this activity. I was just rereading the description because it was a little while ago that I got the invite to come. And it's a group meditation, group Reiki, and just like healing vibes. All the girlies are getting out of their cars and they're walking past me. I'm like... Anyways, I literally think it's going to be so perfect, the perfect way to kick off everything, all of the goals that we talked about earlier in this video. So I'm going to try and film as much as I can. Let's go. That was so amazing. It was unlike anything I've ever done before and unlike anything I could have expected. It was really group focused. It was super grounding. It was super like, I want to say like divine feminine, but there were guys there. Like, it was just really, really cool. It was also very inner child because there were a lot of things that we did, like holding hands, walking around, like kind of being a bit silly, being very free. And it's the type of stuff that I don't normally do in my daily life. So it felt really good to like let it out and just do a lot of things to like bring in the new year, let go of the old, that like yucky stuff that we don't need in our lives anymore. And it was amazing. They do these events every couple of months. So I will link the Eventbrite page down below if you guys are interested. Once again, it's Delata who invited me. So I'll link her Instagram as well. She does like one-on-one Reikis and she's just a really, really cool girl. I'm really glad to have been invited to that event. It was super cool. Now I'm in the grocery store parking lot and I'm just opening up my Form app because I'm a member of Sammy Clark's like Form workout program, and they just launched a January program and there's a whole bunch of recipes. So I want to grab a recipe and get the ingredients to make for either lunch tomorrow or dinner tomorrow. So I'm just taking a look. Guys, I'm so tired. I'm like reading the text on here. I'm like, oh my gosh. I think I'm dehydrated because I have a really bad headache. So I'm not in the mood to get any special recipe stuff. We're gonna eat some basic chicken kale salad, chicken broccoli, you know, healthy stuff that's basic. And we'll get started on those recipes probably later this week. Recipes are not a Tuesday thing sometimes. They're like a weekend thing. Never grocery shop when you're hungry, thirsty, whatever. I just spent so much money on random stuff. I don't even know what I freaking got. And the worst part is I forgot my cash envelope. So we're gonna have to go home and reconcile, and then I'm ready for a break. So I spent $85 at the grocery store. So whenever I buy something that's supposed to come out of my cash budget and I forget my cash, go into the envelope, 2, 4, 6, 80. I don't have a 5, I only have 20s. So we'll just do 80. And then I put it into this spent on credit envelope. So this helps me just keep track of my budget and repay myself so that I don't keep that $80 in the envelope and then inevitably go over by $80 because I think that I have more money left. So that's what I do. This receipt, I'm gonna hold on to it until I input this transaction into my budget tracker. Normally I would just do it right away, but I left my computer at the office, so I'll get to that tomorrow. So we'll seal everything back up and then we're all square. Editing my money video. It's taken me so long. I'm literally putting so much like time and effort into this video, but it's almost done and I'm so happy with how it turned out. I did like a voiceover and anyways, really putting my heart into this video. So it's just exporting right now. I'm gonna go home for lunch, but I haven't done my walk of the day yet. So we're gonna go just really take the long way home. It's already a bit of a walk to my office, but I'm gonna like really stretch it out. I'm gonna try and walk by the library because I have a book that's in to pick up, and I just signed up for Audible and picked my book. I wanted to show you guys what I put on my wish list. There's so many books, it's like hard to choose, and you only get 1 credit per month. So like you really have to narrow it down and pick. So here's what I put on my wish list. I was really hesitant to start this one right away, the Britney Spears memoir, but I feel like that's something that I would like actually enjoy reading in a physical book. And then I have a lot of these like nonfiction books like we talked about. The only thing, this is so weird, but like I low-key feel like they're gonna hypnotize me, like listening, and it's like, you've gotta eat healthy, you've gotta drink water, and I'll be like, yeah, and I'm like, I literally feel like it's almost like brainwashing. So I don't know, I have to like get over that. I ended up choosing Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. I've heard such good things about this book, but I know that I could never like physically get through it, and it's 17 hours on audiobooks. So we'll see if I can even get through it this month, but I'm gonna start it on my walk right now. One of the things on my list of things to get done for New Year's is to refresh my nightstand. It is very cluttered. On top it's okay, but inside this drawer, it's basically just become the place where I like throw things that I don't know what to do with. In my goal to becoming a tidier person, I feel like it's having a home for everything. And a terrible habit that I've had for so long is I just leave stuff lying around. Like I'm reading my book, I just leave it on the couch. I'm writing in my journal, I just leave it on the couch. I leave pens lying around. Like wherever I finish with something is where I leave it, and it's just doesn't make for a very tidy house. I think it drives JS insane. And it's true, like to me, I'm like, oh, it's aesthetic, like my book just sitting on the couch or my journal, but everything really should have its own place, and that place is not like on the couch or on top of the TV console. Like I just basically have these rotating spots where I leave like my books, my journals, etc. But I think the perfect place to put it is actually in this bedside drawer. And there's just so much random stuff in here, like an eye mask, that makes sense. My old planner, which I stopped using when I developed the Gentle Productivity Planner, like this doesn't need to be here. I have a bunch of like essential oils. This is like a massage bar. It's really nice. A lip mask. I have like a ton of sprays and oils that I honestly never use. That's why there's the paper towel in the bottom, was just in case anything spilled. Like this I use from time to time. This is like a nail oil I never use. I was like, oh, I'll leave it on my bedside table. I never use it. These essential oils I literally never use. The lavender one and this spray, I feel like those can stay. Those like make sense. And then these two I'm gonna put back in the bathroom. I have some Polaroids, me and Kayla. This is me and my friends at the B-Cycle Christmas party. I have cards, I have a whole bunch of cute cards in here, birthday cards. This is a card that my sister wrote me when I got my, I was gonna call her Magnolia, when I got my dog. More Polaroids. Oh my God, my sister's graduation photo. This is a Polaroid from Canada Goose event. And then I have this journal that I started writing in. I filled out like some of the prompts, but I never really finished it, but it was a really nice gift. But I think it can just go on the bookshelf. What I feel like should go in here is, okay, maybe these little essential oils, this nail butter, this thermometer I want to leave outside so that I just grab it first thing in the morning. But this pen can go in here. This should go in there. And then my wellness journal can go in here and I just pull it out every time I want to use it. Oh, look, I have another sleep mask. The lip mask can go there. I do use it. And the massage bar, I need to use more. This bracelet that's been sitting on top. I love this bracelet. I just got it from Majuri, but I can't put it on myself and I keep forgetting to ask JS for help. But I normally keep my watch on my bedside table so that I always remember to put it back on. And this I'm just waiting. I need help to get it back on my wrist. Does this fit? Yes, it fits. I'll leave the bracelet here for now. But we can close this. And this is so much better. So now all of the things that I actually use, okay, I wanna read, I come in here and I grab the book. I wanna write in my wellness journal, I come in here and I grab it. I should also put my like normal journal and my 5-minute journal in here and just get in the habit of coming here when I wanna use them. I think sometimes I think things are like out of sight, out of mind, but if it's important to you, you'll remember and it's not really an excuse to like just leave shit lying around your house. So let's close this. Last thing is I did get a hatch. I bought it for myself for Boxing Day. So far I love it. There's definitely some features that I'm still figuring out / it might not have those features and I kind of wish it did, but it does look really gorgeous. These are so expensive, so I will give you guys my proper and full review once I've spent like maybe a month or two with it. I'll let you guys know if I think it's worth the money. Look at Maggie. She looks so funny. She's just lying there with her eye open, probably hoping I'm gonna give her food. Are you okay? You look crazy, girl. Sometimes when she does that, I like panic because she doesn't even blink and I'm like, is she alive? But we can see her breathing. So I made such a wholesome lunch. I did a whole little fillet of salmon with rice and peas cooked together. And then I made a chopped salad with feta, cucumber, and tomato and mint. Yum. I mentioned yesterday that I was thinking of going and getting like a poke bowl and doing like a whole day for my kill list. But then I kind of thought like, one, I don't want to reward my procrastination. And I also don't want to like have to bribe myself every single time to do these tasks. And the other thing is these tasks are going to take multiple days. So I'm like, let me save the bribe for when I'm really, really low motivated. For when I have really like no motivation. But for things like inputting my receipts and you know, prepping for my taxes, I need to make that less of a big deal. And if every time I have to do it, I have to like buy myself lunch and buy myself a matcha, it's like, it reinforces the idea that this is a big deal. But if I just like come home, make a lunch, you know, get to it peacefully, I feel like it's gonna help break down the idea in my head that these tasks are such a big deal. So came home for lunch. I mean, also you guys saw I spent so much money at the grocery store yesterday. I'm like, let me eat what I bought. And this looks fantastic. So I'm gonna eat this, chill out for a bit, and then it's back to the office to make strides on that kill list.